Hello students, good afternoon and welcome to math class today. I want you to open to page 50 of your learner's book. Today our lesson is on geometry. In geometry we will look at an angle. We'll look at what type of an angle today, and then we'll look at how angle can also turn around, okay? So today our main focus is going to be on right angle. So when we say a right angle, it means an angle that is measured in 90 degrees, okay? So this is how we write angle in 90 degrees, okay? So when you turn to your book, page 58, you see that we have these drawings that I have there, same in your book. We have angle A, B, C, and D. So this is how we can identify a right angle, which is also a 90-degree angle. Anytime two lines meet, it means an angle is formed. So this is one arm of your angle and this is the other arm of your angle. So they are meeting right here. Because this is standing straight and this is also on a straight line, the angle that forms is an angle in the form of a square. Okay, so which means we see a square over here. That means this side is equal to, like all the four sizes are all equal. And once it forms a square here, it means it forms a right angle. Okay, so and the measurement for the right angle is 90 degrees. So in some cases you see that 90 degrees is written here or not written here, but this sign will always be there. So whenever you see this sign forming any angle, it means that that angle is a right angle and it is equal to 90 degrees. Okay. A complete angle will give you 360 degrees. So this is a complete angle, which is an angle of a circle. So an angle of a circle, which is a complete angle, is equal to 360 degrees, okay? An angle can turn in a clockwise way, okay? So an angle can turn in a clockwise way. That means it is going in the direction of that of a moving hand of a clock. So that means direction that hand move on a clock. So that means it is going from kind of left to right, okay? So when it is moving from kind of left to right, it means that it is going on a clockwise direction. The same way, if it's going on the opposite direction, then it is called an anti-clockwise, okay? So when it is an anti-clockwise, it means it is going from right to left. And this is the arrow that shows that the direction of the angle is going on an anti-clockwise direction, okay? Why do we say that an angle on a circle or a complete angle is equal to 360 degrees? Okay, so this is the proof to show to you that an angle of a circle is equal to 360 degrees. So this is a circle that we have, and we have our center over here. So when you put a straight line in it and you divide into 4 sections, this section will form a right angle triangle, okay? So that means we'll have 90 degrees here. This section will also form a right angle triangle. That means we have 90 degrees over here, okay? The same way, this side will also form a right angle here. That means we'll have 90 degrees, and then this side will also form a nice 90 degrees, and that will also be 90 degrees, okay? So 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90, which is 90 times 4, will give us 360 degrees. That is why we say an angle, a complete angle, is always equal to 360 degrees, okay? Okay, so on this video, we're going to do our first exercise, which is task 1, from pages, okay? So we make pages 58 to 60. We're going to do questions, okay? So this is also going to be questions that is 1 up to 4, okay, from the learner's book. And this is how it looks like, okay? So after this exercise, I'm going to see you in our second video to continue with geometry and angles, how they turn. See you. Hello students, welcome to our second video. On this section, we'll be having our second activity. But before we go to our second activity, there is something that I have to also enlighten you about, okay? Okay, so basically we use a protractor to measure our angles, okay? And if you look at this shape of 90 degrees, it is bigger than this angle. And this angle will also be bigger than these two angles also as well, okay? So each angle and the measurement that it will be carrying. So 90 degrees is our right angle, and these are this is less than 90 degrees, and this is bigger than 90 degrees, okay? So in your second activity, you will turn to page 44 and that of 45 of the Skills Builder section of your textbook, okay? We are doing questions 1 up to 4, and you are supposed to complete your tables. And then question 1 is asking you about the turning, okay, the direction. The first one has been done for you, which is an example. So you say on which location that you can find the triangle, the rectangle, the circle, or that of the pentagon, okay? So you do the same thing with the other one. So this is your second activity that you have to do. It is about your right angle, and then how an angles can turn either on clockwise or on anti-clockwise, okay? Okay, so very good. So when you finish this one and you send, we'll finish this lesson on our third video, and then you have your homework, and then we'll meet next week. So see you on the third video. Hello students, it's been a nice time with you today, working on geometry today, on angles and how angles also turn. So I believe that this lesson has given you a knowledge of how to identify a 90-degree angle, okay? So you always have to remember that a 90-degree angle forms a rectangular or a square box inside the two meeting lines, and an angle is always formed when two lines or more are meeting. That is when an angle is formed. We've also learned that a complete angle will always give you 360. So when you have a question that is asking you a half of a complete angle, that means you have to divide this one by 2, okay? If it is asking you a quarter, that means you have to divide by 4, and that will give you a 90 degrees always, okay? Then again, you should always remember that when we say clockwise, it means that it is going on the direction as a hand of a clock. That means it is going from left round to right, back to left, like that, in a form of a circle, just as this arrow is pointing to show you that this is going on a clockwise way or direction. And in the case of the anti-clockwise, it means that it is going on the opposite as the clockwise. So that means this is going from the other way, that is from right to left direction, and that explains the anti-clockwise direction of an angle, okay? Your exercises has also given you insight about how you can find the positionings of objects or angles at all time. To conclude our lesson, we will have our homework, which I will entreat everybody to be serious with that, because that will give you some more points and will also help you to do your own research or your own findings about understanding more about geometries and angles and how they turn and the positions and the directions that they move, okay? So you'll find it at page 36 and that to 39. You are doing question 1 up to 5 at the challenge book section. I believe you have enjoyed class, and you'll be coming online always to participate. So I'll see you next week. Bye bye.